fucking man, Colonel Sanders would make a lot of KFC out of that
damn,
one.
look at that. Oh,
No, it
now
would
I'm
just be
really
one
fucking
mega
hungry.
bucket, and it's gonna be like overly priced.
Look at
No, it'll just be like one drumstick, one giant drumstick.
look at the breasts on that chick. Oh yeah.
I love this. He just chases you.
And it's wrecked.
And if you
Oh
go,
god.
and if you go down there, he has a giant ass drumstick, but not curiously the rest of the beast. I think he ate it very, very quickly.
Yes, and then dispersed of the bones or what?
It wouldn't be too
'Cause
difficult for him. He is a big guy for you.
Let's be honest, if you eat a chicken, there's always evidence.
Yeah, there you go. No chicken, only.
I was
drum.
actually watching a cooking channel today, and they used the chicken skin. They fried it up in order to get the oil out of it, so that they could cook the chicken in the own oil of the skin. And
Yes.
it sounds fucking delicious.
It also
Did they
sounds
add
pretty
eggs?
fat.
So
Yeah,
they could
it's-
bathe the carcass of the mother in the unborn child.
That sounds
Chicken and
horrifying.
eggs, yeah.
That was a little darker than I had anticipated, but it happened.
Wait a minute. What the fuck, dude? I already have 11 eggs!
Yeah.
You know how many
Welcome
eggs
to
we
the-
need for Seashell Shores? 12. And for Molten Crater? 10.
Yeah.
Well,
you
to be fair, this
especially
game
if
wasn't
you're doing
incredibly difficult in the beginning.
Well, no,
And
but...
This was
if
like
you're
biblical
doing
times. This was
100%
at the turn of the century.
Yeah, but seriously, if you're doing the 100% run, it gets so ridiculously easy to unlock things.
This
Oh
is
yeah,
true.
because like when you get to Midnight Mountain, you are most likely going to have probably somewhere in the vicinity of like 106, 107 eggs.
Yeah, like I
Like
did.
that.
I
That's
just...
without obsessive side questing. Like that's just playing the stuff as you come across them.
Just like I did in the stream actually, as soon as I get to Midnight Mountain. Let's go check if I can open the boss door. Opens up instantly.
One big thing I will say: welcome to skateboarding in Spyro. Every kid's fucking time sink.
Hell yeah, everybody loves this shit.
This is the best.
Well,
ones in Spyro.
That's because Tony Hawk, I'm pretty sure the Tony Hawk games at least were pretty big in the 2000s. So
I didn't
this
know who
could just
Tony
be-
Hawk was when I bought this game.
I've heard of him, but I never looked at the games.
No, I
What-
was that
I
kid.
think just the reason that they're so good is because like it controls. Like you'd think a platformer like this wouldn't control that well for any form of fast-paced movement, but it controls superbly well. There's never a moment when you think, "Oh, I crashed because the game screwed me over." It is always something that you've done or not done.
Except if you're doing the super bonus round racetrack.
Oh yeah, fuck
Then
that.
it's always the fucking game.
Yes,
It's
trust me.
always
when-
the game. I don't care if it was me, it's still the game.
Where's
Yeah,
the fork? Oh yeah, you didn't kill that one.
yep.
Frankly, I've never seen anybody be able to get both those ones up top there in one go.
I think
Always
I
have
did
to
it
go.
once, but that was because we got stuck. So
That must be some MLG
eggs,
shit.
there are 2 eggs to get in this area. One you get for just destroying the bastards regularly, and the second one you get for doing this in 3 minutes without falling off a skateboard.
Which is incredibly easy, by the way.
Yeah,
I've
it's no
forgotten.
challenge.
I've forgotten that time attack was a thing in games. Where they go,
Yeah.
this level is incredibly fucking difficult, so let's do a speed run.
Time attack is actually still a thing in video games, and it's a thing that, while I don't really care for it, you missed one back there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't particularly care for it. It is fun to just sometimes screw around in a time attack mode for games, especially for platformers.
The most
I get way
recent
too stressed
example
out.
of a time attack mode actually is in Sonic Mania.
Yes, actually, yeah. They are very good.
I tried it out and, well, it's time attack. What
Do
else
the
do you
same
want
thing
to
with
say?
it.
Mania, that new game that the internet has been losing its shit about.
Yeah, Sonic
Yeah.
Mania, the game that everybody was like, oh, Sega killed the franchise again, fuck the Nuvo.
De novo! De novo!
The Nuvo killed my parents. Fucking hell, dude.
What? But you've already been on that rant, I think, like twice. Once on stream and once in your Sonic Mania playthrough.
Yeah, I really shouldn't be talking about that anymore, but I can't fucking help it. It pisses me off to no end because I look at
That's so dumb.
I look at the reviews on the Steam store page and all I see is, oh, this game is very nice, but De Novo killed my family. Don't support Sega. Okay, so don't expect a new game then, if that's the case.
De Novo beat up my parents and killed my dog. Just like, what the fuck?
Like, sure, I don't like DRM either, but this isn't that kind of a DRM like Securom or whatever the fuck else there was that killed your hard, your drives or whatever. This isn't that bad as far as we know, and unfortunately, until somebody gets proof that it is bad, you're not gonna prove anyone wrong or right. There's nothing.
It's literally completely unnoticeable in game.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe if you're running a toaster, but you shouldn't be running a toaster in the first place. And second of all, for Sonic Mania, does it really fucking matter? I understand that it was a problem when it wouldn't let you play offline because, well, there's hardly any online features in Sonic Mania, so that's kind of weird. But they fixed that. You can now play offline just fine. You just need to authenticate with the servers at least once.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's not that big of a deal. I really don't understand where people come from when they complain so hard about this.
You forgot one, I think.
Let's see.
I think you forgot one.
I forgot a bit more than that.
Oh, I meant back there on the I meant back there on the thing. I think you forgot one.
I just think the thing is, people will latch onto any excuse to bitch about a game.
On the white thing, you got the rest of them. I think you might have left one of the gems on there.
I'll check that, but I think there's the rest of the money is at the last egg, because it says glide to the spring, and I know where that is.
Which it took me ages to work out that by the way, when I was like a little kid. It took way too long to figure out how to do that.
But seriously, it's like people are looking for an excuse to bitch at Sega, and whenever they come out with a shitty game, because they didn't have enough money or interest to put into a good game, oh, then it's their fault because they couldn't do it right. Well, come on now.
Well, you're not far wrong. People always want an excuse to validate their beliefs. So if you think Sega's fucking terrible, you're gonna look for any excuse to bitch about it.
I don't think that.
And this is the problem.
I don't necessarily think that any developer is bad from the start. I just think that they can make mistakes, because, you know, they're not robots, they're also people. Yeah, I probably missed it. Fucking knew it.
Game development has essentially become a game dev tycoon. Because how many games back... No, but if you look at Spyro was a platforming game, couple of puzzles, but like really easy stuff, but that was already pushing into 2 genres at once. How many games do you see on Steam now that goes, oh, this is a roguelike RPG with puzzle elements and storytelling? Oh,
don't even get me started on the puzzle thing, actually. Yesterday, I was looking for some puzzle games on Steam, and I kept finding everything but puzzles on the puzzle tag. I even found a strategy game.
Everything.
Well, strategy is
because
a kind of
if
puzzle.
It randomly includes a puzzle, what devs think now is I need to put literally every single different kind of mechanic in my game to appeal to the most people.
Yeah, mass market appeal is the norm rather than the exception, and it's honestly starting to hurt
It's also
games
fucking
a little
stupid.
It is
yeah,
stupid.
it's also like stupid.
I think that they should just focus on one thing at a time. Like, if
How did you not see her?
If you want multiple genres, fine, but don't overextend yourself, because then you're just not gonna have enough time to finish everything you want to do.
Ooh, look out, Hunter. It's the scary.
Okay, back to the game for just a second. I love how she steps out behind the tree and she goes, "Baha, but you haven't seen me."
I like how
and they were literally like a foot away from her.
I like how she was clipping through the tree and was very visible.
Yes,
Wow.
it feels like a bad thing to have in your cutscene.
She dangerous, man. Welcome to Danger Town, bitch.
Also,
Come back when you finish witch school, okay?
And that is when Hunter develops a fetish.
She's angry.
yep.
Who's creaking
He likes
the door?
being dominated and picked on, so the harder she spells him, the harder he gets, I guess.
Well, we do know one thing. This is gonna end in a interspecies relationship.
Oh god, yeah.
Yep, they're gonna make those things furries dream about.
They're gonna make
Other
sweet monkey
furries.
love.
Sweet monkey babies.
Oh, it's bloody hilarious to me that they included that.
But can we actually call it sweet monkey love if none of the monkeys are involved in this?
Well, there's only
could be a
isn't
monkey.
there only like one monkey in the game,
And
and I wouldn't want him in any form of sexual
I
congress.
wouldn't
that's
want him to
creepy.
get involved because he looks like the master of orgies. He always is on a booty call. Fucking Agent
He's also
9.
way too excitable. You'll see later in the Let's Play, everyone. Trust me when I say
Maybe
Agent 9's weird.
maybe that guy's magic overexcited Agent 9 as well.
Can I say I love these little characters, like the little Nimbus people? They're adorable. I also like how they're all named after clouds, like Nimbus and Cirrus.
Yep. I also find it interesting that they look awfully reminiscent to hedgehogs, which is what I always thought they were.
I always just thought that was their hair.
I thought they were just like flying hedgehogs or something. Funny we
I also
mentioned
love
that
the,
because we do have a reference to a particular hedgehog in this game.
Where?
There's a reference.
It's at the
What?
very.
Bear in mind, I haven't played this since it came out in like 2000.
It was at the Crystal Meth World at the fourth hub, where
Oh yeah.
Moneybags is like, oh, I might just turn you into a blue hedgehog or something.
You mean
I
Crystal
also-
Meth World if you take exactly 420 steps?
I really do like I love a lot of these worlds really because a lot of them are really really well designed both thematically and as a level in and of itself.
Oh
But
yeah.
I really love the enemies in this world just because you've got giant bird people and what you can really only describe as the fat lady that sings at the end of German operas. But with Zeus themes. So you've effectively got Icarus and Zeus to add to the Greek themes present in the game.
Yeah, the worlds are really well designed, I gotta say, with the exception of that super bonus round racetrack. But
There's a
With
few notable exceptions.
well, yeah, but I don't think they're big enough of a problem to
No.
really do any harm.
No, there's
Also,
a
can
lot
we
of
appreciate
very
the
good
fact that they didn't invisible wall off the sides of shit that you can fall off of to your doom?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I actually watched a really, really interesting. You can get up there without paying him.
What
In
else
fact,
are you
a
going to
lot
do with
says
all
after
those
we pay him.
gems? Buy flying
fact-
lessons?
In fact, a lot of the things you have to pay for, you can get off without having to pay him.
Well, I don't really know how you do that.
Yes, but getting off without paying should
great
be
difficulty.
standard.
I imagine if you're like a professional speedrunner, you'll know how to get around these money bag sections. But I'm not a professional speedrunner, so I don't.
You're not a professional anything.
I mean, I'm only good
Nah,
at
he
speedrunning
shittalks professionally.
Painkiller. I'm only good
He's a
at
professional Lithuanian. That's about it.
I'm only good at speedrunning Painkiller, the Black Edition, but that's about it.
And from what I saw on your stream, Dynamite Heady, like you were blowing through that game.
Oh well, I had it since I was little, so I got a lot of experience with that thing. We didn't actually get to the Gatekeeper yesterday. I had to cut the stream a little short because I got work to do. But we'll get to that.
Yes, I've got shit to do.
We'll get to that one of these days, because the Gatekeeper is easily the best boss fight, right after Babyface.
Fluffy. Seriously? You're just gonna call him Fluffy?
Oh yeah, Tash, have you ever seen Babyface in Dynamite Eddie?
I never even heard of Dynamite Heady before you mentioned them.
You gotta see Babyface. That boss fight is the most ridiculous thing you'll ever see. I mean, the name says it all. It's a giant babyface on a pole, and you're fighting it on an airplane.
You've already got 16 of the bloody eggs too.
Yeah, seriously.
From memory, in this there isn't a whole bunch of these mini games. I think this and one more are the only mini games present within this world.
Yeah, there's this where we have to make a new Pac-Man clone, and there's also the one where
Not
we
even a
have to
joke.
fly through gates. Like we have to destroy some evil ghosts around bells.
Oh, I love the bell
Ooh,
tower one.
spooky.
I like this one
You'd
better.
think, but the ghosts are just shit versions of a ghastly.
Yeah, but I like this minigame better, because... make sure to check here, by the way, Sneaky Gem. I'm not forgetting this
Sneaky
one.
Jim.
You missed one of the metal balls.
Yes.
Metal vases.
And this one too. There's a lot of these fucking things that are sneaky.
Yeah, the devs are really super sneaky.
But I like this one better just because you're crafting a giant emoji.
Basically, yes.
You're not. Here's the thing. It's not even a joke. You are literally crafting something that is reminiscent of an emoji.
It's the cool sunglasses guy.
Before emojis were a thing.
Speaking of which,
No,
how do you
emojis were a
like...
thing back in here. You had shit like AOL and so forth that I believe had emojis or emoticons as they were called.
They call them emotic. I just don't like the word emoji. I like emoticon better.
There's a metal
Yes, because it
vase
sounds
on
official.
the corner there.
Yeah, I'll get it on my
Pretty
way
sure-
out.
Just making
I'm
sure
pretty
you
sure the
remember.
person who made the first one and called it an emoticon is really pissed that somebody's gone and squished it to emoji.
I think emoji
even
is
know,
a
like-
Japanese thing.
Ah,
I thought emoticon was the Japanese thing.
I fucking don't know.
Big Daddy
Nah,
Smile is
emoji
here.
feels more like a
Look
Japanese
at this
thing.
thing.
Now that's what I call a sun.
Oh, your name's Cumulus. That's hilarious. I love all the... They effectively do puns for every single word. Very thematic names for everything.
Yep. Let's
Yes,
have a look
now
at
as
that guy
adults,
again.
we can appreciate.
Except the giant-titted mouse flower croft. That's just creepy.
Yeah, he looking fine. He on
He
fire.
looks great. It looks great.
I fucking love.
Oh,
Why
shit,
can't we
that
have a
sun.
son like that?
Just with shades, just like, hey man, you're cool.
More like you're
Yes.
hot.
Hey.
Stay hot and cool at the same time. Just try not to explode.
So cool, they're hot. So
Oh
hot,
look,
they're
it's a
cool.
ghostly.
Yeah, it's a ghastly.
It's another
they're
ghostly.
they're just ghastlies. What I
Well,
do like is the
Pokemon was a
music-
94 thing, so it's possible.
What I do love is the music that plays when you get all the bells. But I'm a sucker for like this bell music.
How to summon Hurricane Irma.
Kill the ghost.
I love how when he grew, you just hear na 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 na.
Let's do that.
Do you want to do that? Yes. Oh, so good.
Another thing I do appreciate, because I see we talking about the game again.
Oh yeah.
Another thing I do like, because I fucking read like a 5-year-old. I don't know why, but it's a thing that I do.
What
So
the?
anything
the
with
fuck?
spoken.
You saw
words-
that?
What the fuck just happened there?
He clipped through the fucking wall.
What the fuck?
Son of a
was that?
bitch. Cheats. I call hacks.
I call
Fucking
hacks.
hacker.
You've got wall hacks.
Well, I killed him.
Fuck him.
Fucking asshole. What the hell was that? Man, I
Sorry,
love doing
kid,
Let's
what
Plays.
did you
I seriously love doing Let's Plays because of these glitches. They always happen when I record.
Oh yeah, I was playing Hand of Fate for the channel, doing a full-blown LP of it, and on the Queen of Plague, which is a rat one, I don't know what the hell happened, just mid-attack she froze. So I was just like constantly commenting, going, what the living daylights is that? So I killed her totem, and then I killed like her minions, her totem, and she's just still sitting there. I swear I could have gone for like a full, just sitting next to her for a full 10 minutes waiting for her to do something. So I'm just like, all right, well, guess you're dying now, which was great because I was actually having a real problem with that fight because of her magic, and she just froze in the middle of it, and I'm like, all right, sweet. I don't have to
That
deal
is
with
Game
her.
useful.
felt bad and it just noped out.
Man, I love
You
that you
know,
have all
if
the
the game-
abilities.
If the game felt bad, he wouldn't have had that fucking goblin constantly steal my shield.
Fucking
Yeah. That's
Asshole
true.
goblin. Asshole goblin. Like, because early in the game, the goblin gives you a shield, so you always put his card in so that you always gain access to a shield. But when you select the option when you do have a shield, he takes the shield away. Because the
Goddamn
game
Ass
is a
goblin.
twat. Oh god, I hate that goblin. So you got a plan to be able to get up there on the roof because you kind of need to.
Yep. Here's my plan.
Oh, sweet. Oh, and a one-up butterfly.
These are great.
Those look a lot different than I thought they did. I thought they looked like a purple and blue monarch butterfly, but it's really not.
Another thing to keep in
There are
mind about
different
the
types of
one-up butterflies, if you really need one-ups, just farm the cannon fodder animals like sheep, frogs, whatever, because every 10th kill you do will net you a one-up.
Also, one
Yes,
thing
but
to
have
note
you
is that the
seen-
one-up butterflies fully heal sparks.
Yeah, it doesn't
they're
matter
just-
how much HP you have, even if you don't have sparks anymore, just picking that thing up will give you full heal.
Yeah, it's very useful, especially when you get the extra hit from sparks. Sorry, Ken, what were you gonna say?
Have you seen how cute those little animals are? Let's not
Yeah.
kill them.
Ooh, look at them. It's like a penguin duck. It's adorable.
It's a puck.
A what now? You want some puck? You want some
You
puck?
want
The
some
puck.
puck?
The puck.
You
Kill
want
the
some-
fucking puck.
You want some puck,
Fuck 'em.
baby?
Kill a puck and fuck.